Hey guys, so we're going to jump right back into Yuzu today. You know, I've been doing a lot of Zelda mods, a lot of Zelda modding tutorials, and I'm actually going to be repackaging the whole series as the Zelda Modders Toolkit, specifically for Breath of the Wild, and we'll see how it goes in the future if I branch out into other titles. Hopefully we get some new Zelda downloadable content, some new DLC would be awesome. I heard some rumors about that. Anyways, yeah, so we're testing Yuzu and specifically Breath of the Wild, and we're gonna see some interesting stuff happen here. So this is the fun part of playing with emulators in development. You get to see all these weird glitches. So this is the latest Canary that I'm running right now, 1740. And it is the 20th, excuse me, it's the 20th of December 2018. And this is really cool because we get to see about, you know, a year and a half ago maybe, when Breath of the Wild, Link sinking into the ground. What I'm trying to say is that that's so reminiscent and a little nostalgic of Semu, I think it was 1.7.2. Which is right when Breath of the Wild came out, and everybody was rushing to Semu because they wanted to play Breath of the Wild. Excuse me. And this is pretty much what we saw with Semu as well. Link would run out onto the cliffside here and sink right into the ground right before this intro animation panning the scope of Hyrule in Breath of the Wild. He'd sink into the ground. So there's obviously some collision detection issues happening here, which of course is going to be figured out as we get into the future of the development of Yuzu. We're also noticing that a lot of ground textures are missing, and at this point I am suspecting that we're going to have the same or similar issues with Yuzu at this point in development that we saw in Semu at a similar point back in 1.7.2 when Breath of the Wild just came out. So we're gonna run around here, and I'm a little afraid to run onto those transparent textures. Okay, so it's just that the textures aren't appearing. The ground is solid by the looks of it, which is good. The resolution is pretty low. We're not going to be doing with Yuzu what we can do with Semu, obviously, at this point in the game. So no, oh, some popping there. No 4K resolutions or anything like that. This is pretty low res and things are running really slowly. You can see I'm running at about 7 FPS. Yeah, let's say about 7-8 FPS. Between 8 and 13% of the speed, of 100% speed. And we'll go over to the old man and say hi. See how text dialogues pop up. Alright, we don't really want to talk to you though. Just wanted to see how the text dialogues would pop up. Lots of graphical issues, obviously. Textures are all stretched out. You see similar things in early builds of, or I should say earlier builds of Semu when running Breath of the Wild. Yeah, it'll be really impressive to see if the Yuzu team can pull it all together as quickly as Exap did in Peter Gov with Semu. Now, ooh, okay, just popped to black. We're obviously having some issues with shadow and lighting. Interesting. Use weapon. The sound is also really glitched out. I have it turned down because it's very abrasive and aggressive, and I don't want to make your ears bleed. A little freeze there for a second. Yeah, really interesting though. I'm going to attempt to find the water. Everything's really dark here. It's a little disorientating. Somewhere over here is the lake. What I think is going to be interesting is if I'm able to jump into the little pond that's over here. Excuse me again. Remember back in SEMU 172, that was a big thing. It obviously didn't have these issues with lighting. Different emulators, different hardware, obviously. But back then, about a year and a half ago, there was no water. The emulator, SEMU, wasn't emulating the water properly. So when you go to jump into the water, it just wasn't there. You would just fly right through the bottom and the fish were flopping around on the bottom of the lake. It's kind of interesting. Somewhere over here, we're falling down, so we're getting close. That looked like texture for the lily pads on the top, so I think I'm on the bottom of the lake. Yep, there we go, flapping fish. That's awesome. So there you go, guys. That's pretty much where we're at for Yuzu. This is the Canary build of 1740. I just wanted to jump in really quickly and check it out. I'm hoping that Yuzu or Ryuji NX is going to become a good tool for testing my future Zelda Breath of the Wild mods. I'm still doing all that, so currently I do most of my testing in SEMU, but it'd be really great to test in Yuzu or Ryuji NX and then hop over to the console and, you know, do more, you know, more concrete testing on the console. Thanks for watching this video. Do you want to see more content like this? Then let me know down in the comments below. And then smash that sub button, ring the bell icon, and give me a thumbs up. You can also support my content by becoming a Patreon insider, where you'll gain behind the scenes info on upcoming emulation and modding projects. You'll also be given Patreon exclusive access to our Discord channels, and your name will appear at the end of my videos. Your support means a lot, and it really helps the channel to grow. So again, thank you so much for watching, keep your fire burning, and stay true. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.